Greetings. This is Skylar Saunders Singh. What's current? Drizzy, Drake, Aubrey Graham, Tory Lanez, Daystar Peterson. Are they buddy too much? Are they sending prison texts to one another? Is it the Canadian Connect? Is it collectivism on hip hop scale? What is it that prompted Drake to put the little three and then you? Meaning, I guess, love you. I think that like a heart, like the heart emoji, like the three and you. I could be wrong. Correct my dumb ass in the comments. Do what you got to do. But I just thought it just struck me as weird. The whole story I'm talking about is Drake on Instagram sent a message to Tory Lanez, who is in prison right now, serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Megan the Stallion in the foot. Now, you can say whatever you want about that, but I want to say how it's like a Canadian Connect with Drake going for Tory Lanez. I think it's mainly about manipulation. I think Drake is just trying to manipulate the situation because he had a brief lyric about Megan the Stallion saying she's a stallion, but she still needs shots, or she still gets shots, or something like that. A direct hit. I think it wasn't really a subliminal. That was pretty much a direct hit. He used her name, part of her name, Stallion, in the lyric. So that just goes to show you that it's really based on that Canadian connection. Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, is from Ontario. Drake is from Toronto. So they have that Canadian, that Negro, one light skin, one, brown skin, connect, whatever the case may be. Drake is not looking at the facts. He's not looking at reason. He's looking at collectivism. That's all he's doing. He's not looking at reality. He's just looking at what he thinks, or no, excuse me, what he feels is the truth. Dot focus on the check-in. Hold up. Hold on. Dot focus is a major contributor to the Scholar Saunders Singh machine. So I have to definitely salute him up. Let me make sure I get his what his words are. He says, "Sounds like Drake heard the real story. That's one. Two, he is sending shots at Rack Nation. Three, he is doing exactly what the elites pay him to do: distract us." I would have to say facts on that. I definitely have to say facts on that. Definitely, I would say Drake is trying to confuse. But I think it's even deeper. I think it's more about collectivism. And here we are. He says, "LOL, laugh out loud." But so I just think it's collectivism mainly. He says, "Oh, he's from Canada. We got to represent for Canadian." Yes, salute to you, Dot Focus. Yes, thank you for all your support and for all everything you do. I'm sure you're going to be in the $100 club. You got you got 3 days. Oh, there it is. Baja Jackson sending a cash app. Dot Focus is on here. All I need is a cash app from Dot Focus. I'll be happy man. But let me see. I gotta fix this now. Let me see. $5 raised. See what I can do on Friday. Boss up, sir. Boss up. I believe you. You're a man of your word. You're a boss, and so all I gotta say is boss up. That's all I can say. You always we're on you're standing on business. So I do appreciate it. So we got $5 raised, $155 to go. Use PayPal, Venmo. Yes, you were first. You were first, Baja. Yeah. And you're the only right now, you're the only Baja Jackson. You're the only person that donated because Dot Focus is gonna be looking at Friday. We're gonna see about Friday. We're gonna be in March by then. So um that'll be what was that? What's today? 26th? Yeah. 27, 28, 29. Yeah, March 1st. March 1st is Friday. So we gotta recognize that. Recognize real, and you're looking familiar. Both of you looking familiar. You both have contributed much to the show. All right, so we have to get to the bottom of this. We have to get to this. Rick James in the building. Even though he's never sent, a red cent to my name, I respect him because he always comes in on time. He's part of the views. That's a major part of the machine, getting as many views as I can get. He says, salute Doc Gogus, salute Baja Jackson, Blast Jackson, and salute to the leader of the pack, Sir Skylar Saunders sees through the looking glass. That's Rick James. He's on the dust, allegedly. I don't know if he's actually on dust, but that's what he claims it. So that's what it is. He's got crazy grammar, terrible diction, and horrendous spelling. So that's just part of the game. Also, if you guys hear like a few drills or something like that, they're working on the kitchen directly above me. So if you hear construction or something like that, that's because they're working on, the cabinets situation. So just to give you a heads up. But anyway, back to the main topic, back to the story. Drizzy, Drake, Aubrey Graham representing for Canada for his fellow Canadian artist, Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, is currently serving 10 years. He'll probably only do 4 or 5, probably do 6 at the most. He'll probably have good behavior. He's going to be. Wait, hold on. I'm going to interrupt this because I don't want to miss this. Dafo says, who's the contractor? I'm trying to get my kitchen done. I'll get you the information. You heard that, right? Okay, so I wasn't playing around. Okay, so I'll definitely I'll clue you in who it is. He's a good guy. I just met him this morning. I'll definitely make sure we get all the information and everything, and I'll forward that to you, Dot Focus. Matter of fact, if you send me an email, just send me an email or something like that, and I'll email you back. Just DM you on TikTok. Well, I don't know if I can get on TikTok or not. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can do TikTok. Let's try something different. We'll try something different. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. My emails, if you scroll up, I'll just put it down here. Here it is. Skylar Saunders. Yeah. So you just send me your email and then I'll email you back. I got you. I'm good to go. Good to go. I'm glad. So look how we do business like that. That's great. That's good. That's good business. That's good business. But what's bad business is this Drake mess. This Drake, love you or heart you or 3 you or something. Just goofy. Just I think what Dot Focus was saying. Is a shot at Rock Nation. It's a shot at what else did you say? You said he's doing exactly what the elites pay him to do, distract us. Exactly. Facts. Facts on facts on facts. Dot Focus says, just got off work, working from home, rolling a blunt, listening to your stream. I appreciate that. I sincerely appreciate that. Because out of my dumbass, I just do a little research. I go on different websites. I go on YouTube. I try to find as much information I can so I'm prepared. Even when I'm not prepared, I just get on the Google and I just read off whatever listening is. But I try to be as prepared as possible for you guys so I can get paid. That's the only way. If you want to get paid, you have to be up, on your business. You stand on business. So I'm standing on business, even though I'm sitting down. But anyway, Tory Lanez, just serve your sentence, man. You're doing a dime. You're doing a dime. 10 years. Like I said, it's probably going to be 4 or 5 years. It's probably really where is he now? I'm trying to remember what prison. They said he was in some prison. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick. What is probably the conditions are? Tory. California is also in prison. The California Correctional Institution. So it's one in the California Correctional Institute. So it's probably going to be a warm place right now. So it's probably got air conditioning, even though it's February. It's California, so it's probably pretty cool. Okay, you want to spell my name right one time at least in this Rick James. One time you're going to spell it right. Skyer, or just call me Sky. Sky. Simple as that. But he's in the California correctional facility. They're probably more lenient. How you spell it? I told you Skyer. It's on the marquee. It's on the description above the description. Well, it was. You know what? I'll take that back. It's in this. It's in the chat. Skylar Saunders. It's in the yellow and anything that says my name. It's right there. Bam. But anyway, so he's good. He's probably gonna be, if he didn't graduate from high school. There you go. There you go. You got it, Rick James. But if he didn't graduate from high school, he's getting his GED. He's working on an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. He's 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 focused on getting his reps up, getting his steps in. He's probably got a dog. He's probably doing yoga, drinking clean water, great toothpaste, got that government soap that clears up acne. Doc Focus says Rick James drinking the same shit Janet drank when she called Star. That's a good point. Yeah, because Janet be slurring. Janet be like, you know what, Star? She's a good person. I'm not knocking her character, but she just be slizzard on the goose, She's a fellow veteran, like us. We're fellow veterans, Doc Focus. We're all vets, but she just be on some next level stuff. She on some other stuff. But yeah, so that's what it is. That's what's so disgusting about, I think, Drake's whole plan. And that's why I think, Doc Focus hit the nail on the head when he said it's just to distract us. It's they called it circus and bread and circus. If you can get people distracted by food and spectacle like sports and stuff like that, and in this case hip hop and music and everything, you won't even realize that he actually shot at somebody and killed. Excuse me, didn't kill, but he shot and injured a young lady, Megan Thee Stallion. So it's very goofy. It's very weird. I think that it's especially strange because this is the United States of America. We don't play. Even though you could have the cushy, nice, slightly nice anyway, jail system, you're still locked down and it's still, reality. So whatever Tory Lanez is going through, whatever he's doing, he's still locked down in a facility and he has no way of getting out right now. I don't think he's planning an escape anytime soon. So he's locked down in a 9x12, and maybe going into the SHU program, single housing unit, or the solitary housing unit. He could be by himself, singing songs like the late great Simple the Pimp. When he went to jail, he either went to jail or prison because there's a difference. Just like there's a difference between felon and convict, like there's a difference between bail and bond. You have to get all this stuff correct. This is that prison-y shit, that real prison-y talk. People. Tory Lanez has probably got it locked down. He's probably got his commissary filled. He's got the ramen noodles with the ketchup and the hot dogs, and he's chopping it up, making prison spaghetti. He's draining the toilet, of the water and cleaning it out. You got to clean it out. He's cleaning it out. He's making jail wine, through the toilet system. I'm just saying that allegedly. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm just saying that's prison-y shit. That's what goes on in prisons around the country. We had the largest amount. This is just an aside. I'll get back to the main topic, but we had the largest amount of prisoners anywhere in the world. 2.3, I think, million people are locked up behind bars or in a jail system or in the incarcerated um in incarceration. Um that's deplorable. That's disgusting. And Tory Lanez just happened to be a part of that. And Drake seems like he may never go to prison. I mean, he's not a gangster. He's not, toting any guns and selling work from state to state that I know of. I don't know it personally, but it's just a weird situation. It's just kind of strange. It's really weird. Um, but I think it is it's special. Okay, he's not in Alcatraz. Let me see. I it's bothering me now. Male. I'm gonna look it up and try to find it. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Why aren't you going? What the hell? Okay, so it's not showing which one went, but it doesn't matter. What matters the most is the fact that Drake is being altruistic and collectivistic. He's not thinking clearly. He's being very, oh, he's in Canada, so I got to represent for him. No matter what he did, no matter what, no matter what he's in for, I got to make sure I represent for him. I'll read Rick James. Rick James says one of my old army buddies was one of those men that escaped from Alcatraz. If you've seen the movie, he was a great actor in the movie. Okay, didn't know that. Thank you for that information, Rick James. We're not talking about Alcatraz because nobody's in Alcatraz. I think that's a defunct prison unit anyway. So, but we are talking about the fact that Drake is, showing some brotherly sentiment. I'll just say that much. He's showing some sentiment towards Tory Lanez with the 3 U. Apparently saying heart you or I love you or I love you like a brother. I'm giving him benefit of the doubt. Saying that. I think he really wants to focus on the fact that he is, in such a esteemed place in life that it doesn't matter. That it doesn't matter what he could have said. I hate you, but the Meg fans, I don't even know what they're called. Are they called little stallions or ponies or what are Meg's fans called? Anybody know? Let me look that up. Shit, Meg's fans are called what? I'm gonna look that up. Are they My Little Ponies? what what are her fans called? I know her nemesis Nicki Minaj is called hers are called the Barbs. Rihanna has the Navy. Lady Gaga has Monsters. Taylor Swift has Swifties. Beyonce has the Beehive. You gotta have a fan base. I didn't, it's just another aside. I didn't know it was that serious when people said, because said it over and over and over again. They're like, you know what? It's all about the fans. It's all about the fans. Everything I do for the fans. I understand that because it's supporters for me. It's not fans, but supporters. That's what I'm getting from them rather than fans. We got 6 people in here. I need 6 likes. Where the 4 likes at? I need 4 likes in here. There's gonna be 6 people bouncing around. Y'all better put up 5. Okay, 5 people. It's gotta be 3 more. 3 more likes. I need 5 people and 5 likes. Don't forget to hit that like button. 6 people. Come on with it. I need 4 more likes at least. There's gonna be 6 people bouncing around in here. He said the thoughts. That's crazy. But all right, BS is in here. He's one of the 5. I'm not gonna kick you out. I'm not gonna put you in timeout. Don't worry. You can have your say. Cause it's not with me you have beef with. I don't have beef with you. You have beef. I think it's real beef with Rick James. So, and Rick James is cool with me, so I just, stay out of it and call you BS just to be respectful. You dropped a 1. What, could you drop some 10s, some 20s? Can you drop that? Cash App, Venmo, some shit, PayPal. Anyway, Tory Lanez is in prison. He deserves to be in prison. That is justice served. That is the reality. That is the truth. That is what needs to happen, and it has happened. Drake, being part of a grand scheme of things, scheming and plotting, just to distract the people, just distract individuals, for him being supposedly a friend to Tory Lanez. So I think that is what needs to be explored even more. I think that's what needs to be definitely said about what Drake is doing right now. And the Meg Thee Stallion fans, I don't know their name, but they are dragging Drake. They're dragging him. They're dragging him. They're dragging him like crazy. I see it now. Hold on. The Daily Mail, they got crazy ads everywhere. This is wild. It's crazy. But let me see. The North Kern State Prison in Delano, California. That's where Tory Lanez is currently serving his 10-year sentence. So North Kern State Prison. Let's just have some investigation into what North Kern State Prison is like. North Kern State Prison. He might have conjugal visits. Who knows? It's a medium security state prison. It's not even like a max security. Maximum security, I still think they can also get college degrees. I don't know. I'm going to put it in con. There's various people that are engaged in all of this. There's various people that are full of all of the information that is here, but it's just taking a while. I don't know why it's taking so long, but I'll wait till it gets to it. But yeah. So Drake, what the hell, man? Don't be a collectivist. Don't be an altruist. You're just going at him. And of course, this is just played. It's just hip hop. It's just not. It's not serious. It's never that serious unless it's like 50 in Ja Rule, which is serious. Even though they go back and forth on record, it's more on the street. It's serious. Like, even though it's off of something ridiculous, it's still serious. They don't have any connection to one another whatsoever. Yeah, Rick James says men have their needs even more so in prison. Yeah. So let me try. me see. Visitation, types of visits. They got in-person visits, in-person non-contact visits, family visits, in-person marriage ceremony, so you can get married in prison. That's at the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. So that's weird. So it doesn't look like any conjugal visits. You can have, family visits and, with clergymen and, stuff like that, but doesn't look like you're getting any nookie while you're behind, you're in the clink. So Drake reaching out to Mr. Daystar Peterson is kind of just, a slap in the face, and he's shooting himself in the foot, really, because he could be making way more money. He could be making way more, connections instead of going, for Tory Lanez, who it's like it's a weird situation to me. That's very strange. He's got so much money. He's got so many connections. He's got so many people riding for him, people on his side. And now those Meg fans or supporters, whatever the case may be, they're going to be, dragging him and slamming him and, scandalizing his name, for good reason too. But it'll be because he doesn't have the ability to do it himself. He doesn't have the ability to use rationality, to use reason. He's stepping out of line. He's stepping out of business. He's not standing on business. He's not standing on business. He's going in reverse. He's going backwards. He's allowing his emotions to go over, business and money. That's a fact. That's what he's not able to do. He's not able to see that. He's not able to understand that. He's not able to realize that. Tory Lanez, what the hell is he? I don't even know. I mean, maybe they got Instagram and everything like that in prison right now. I don't know. All I know is they can have, internet access that's, extremely restricted, I'm sure. They can't go on porn sites. They can't go on, gambling sites and stuff like that, I'm sure. But 0 people in here right now. 0. 4 likes, 0 people. But 1 person now. Okay. So that's the way he wants to play it. That's the way he wants to show himself. That's what he wants to be. Well, you're seeing 2 Rick James, but I'm seeing 1. So there goes that. That's the power of all of this. That's what's so great about it. Greg S in the building. He's probably gonna be it's probably gonna show up too now. Because I still think that Rick James is here. Dot Focus, I think, stepped out. BS stepped out. I think Rick James and Dot Focus and Greg S are the only ones here. So I got my broke bum niggas in here. Yeah, you just shot. Okay, so there it goes. Now it goes up to 3. Maybe you have to, and it goes back to 1. It's so goofy. I don't know. The algorithm is God, but it's an angry God. So it's a jealous God. And once other people have, it doesn't want anybody else, to be on here. This wants to show 1 person, but it's really 3 or 4 people on here. But the likes usually stay. Most people don't, hit the don't dislike button, but hit the dislike button. I'm fine with that too. I can get the views some other way. Greg S says on the laptop that he paid for, that he had to reach into his pockets and pay for, but somehow he doesn't have money for me. I don't know. I have PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, but he doesn't have money for me. But that's fine. He can ride on as a freeloader. You got people like that used to come on. I don't know where Height is. I don't know where Chelsea is. I don't know where a lot of people are. People I know have been paying for the past few weeks are Dot Focus and I don't know where Marcellus is. I don't know where he is. And that's it. That's basically all who have been on here. And Baja Jackson. That's it. I don't know. Maybe I scared them away with the $100 a month club, but they don't have to do it. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. I don't know, but new story, new topics, new issues. I just wanted to say, this is my business. This is the beauty of this internet thing, this YouTube. I've been on BLK, like I mentioned in previous posts, and there's this one young lady. She's very attractive. She's got a good attitude, but I don't think it'll make sense really. She lives in Brooklyn, and it's a different vibe. It's a different weird. It's a strange vibe. It's like you got some women on there that are like they're are really focused on the idea of being in a relationship or romantic relationship. Others are just trying to get paid. That's how you get it. You get money on that site. If I had more people, if I knew how to, if you want to go on, just go to Skylar Saunders on Black. Go to if you have to buy it. It's like $71 every 6 months or something like that. Crazy, but but yeah, but if you do buy it and you purchase it, you can go on there and you can find me, and I'm probably doing the same thing I'm doing now, but less with the stories, just answering questions and letting people live. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I would say I almost said it was addictive, but it's not. I'm not an addict to anything. But it's a lot of fun. It's great fun. Going on the different live streams, and people have the bacon and the cars and the dragons and stuff. All those are mean like little little boxes that open up like that, and they all correspond to money. Depending on how much money you spend on whatever it is, they get that. And they love the dragons. They love the dragons. The dragons are the greatest part of the whole thing. They love it because those are the most money. when you get when you get one of the special dragon, I don't know what. There's different types of dragons. There's the main dragon that is a lot of money. It's like $250 a pop. So if you can give that, you're rolling in. So I definitely respect the ladies who are getting money, who are real sassy, real Hasidity, going around, they got the makeup on sometimes. Some of them don't. Some just have their hair did a little bit, maybe have some earrings in, light makeup, and hardly show their face and just answer questions, listen to music. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. I think this internet. I'm not every time I have to give this sermon. This is like the sermon for the pastor. The pastor gives the same sermon every week, but switches it up in such a way that it's new. He's given the same message that Jesus raised from the dead to save your soul, to save you from sin. That's the whole issue. From a Christian background. From the entire Christian idea. And that's another thing too. I was thinking about Christian Mingle. I might go on Christian Mingle, or what do they call it, silver singles, just to see what's up. Farmers only for what? We talking farmers only. Not the type you would take home to mom. Yeah, there's a lot that are like that, but there are some that are very, down to earth and very, professional, and who I wouldn't mind taking home to my dad and my stepmom actually. Um, but it's a weird situation to me. How it's all over the country, all in some parts of the world. It's very strange because you have to realize that these are totally different people from where you are, and they have totally different lives. They have totally different ways of living. And one young lady, she is one of the workers for Plenty of Fish, or POF, as people say. She's got really good energy. She has to have really great energy because she works for him. I mean, she can't be like, "Yo, what's up? How you doing? What's good?" She can be like, she can't be like that. She can't have that energy. She's like, "Whoa, yeah, hey, we got these new technology rolling out. We got new ideas, thinking, She's all like that, because she has to be. She has to have that attitude. She has to have that same energy every time, or she'll get fired. So I'm just weighing my options. I was talking to a Vietnamese woman the other day. She seemed really cool. She seemed cool. She was like 39, I think. It's 3 years older than me. That's not bad. I'll take 5 years older, maybe 10, maybe the top would be 15 years, maybe 15 years, 50 years from my age from right now. I'll take a 50-year-old. She's got her business together. If she wants to get that money, then we can get something popping. We can get something popping, definitely. But yeah, so I go on that site for money too. I go in there because I promote these videos. They don't promote my stories though. That's what's weird. They don't promote vocal. I have no idea why. I'm gonna have to ask Jen on Wednesday. I'm gonna have to see why. It's goofy to me. The fact that she has she's super hype. She's like super energetic. I love that about women sometimes. I like when they're like really energetic and strong willed and know what they're doing instead of being like real quiet and shy. Like that's cute sometimes, but I really like gregarious and bombastic and loud and but certain circumstances, but can be very refined at the same time. She strikes a balance. That's what I think is important. But that's what I've been doing, the past few hours is researching for this show and going on Plenty of Fish. Going on Plenty of Fish, listening, to these women, say their piece, then getting boxed up sometimes. I was on there last night. I was boxed up. That's what they call it when you're in the shot, you're in the screen. They have little squares cut up, and they have the main person who owns the live, and they have everybody else. It's like five. It's like they have it in the corner, and then they have it split up and like four more people talking. So I think it's really cool, though. I think that's the amazement of the internet. It's just another powerful tool, and it's so quick. There's no lag. Once I send it, boom, it's there. It's not even like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, nothing. It's like a Google search. Less, multiple decimal point, multiple, zeros, percent, page views, amount of time it takes to get to the page. Less than a second. How many zeros? 0.0 seconds, 0.0000 seconds it took to get there. That I think is wonderful, especially coming out of the time that I was in the military when I was active duty Marine. I'm a retired Marine now. Been that way for 15. It'll be 15 years next month, March 30th. It'll be 15 years, and I didn't use the post 9/11 GI Bill. No, I did not, because I don't need it. I like my 100% rating. Just give me the money. I gotta go to school and go to a classroom, go sit behind a desk and listen to somebody lecture and hear. No thanks. And then it doesn't even cover all of it. Like the schools I want to go to, I want to go to film school, and it doesn't even cover all of it. I can learn how to write a screenplay, direct a play or a movie, all online. There's courses, there's master classes, there's stuff like that. All kinds of different avenues, all different kinds of ways to make an education. May not get a degree, but how many people have a degree and can't get a job? How many people are just saying, "Oh, get a job"? I kind of hate that. That really motivates me to not get a job, to find a way to get money. Just say, why don't they say get money? You know why? Because everybody thinks, oh, get money. That means it's illegal. It's got to be something underhand, under the table, it's got to be, you're selling drugs, you're prostituting, you're doing something crazy. That's what people say, get a job. And that's the weird thing too. You say get a job, but you know what that entails? You got to have residency. You got to have a cell phone or a telephone to have some kind of way of contact. You got to have an email address. You got to have all these different, indicators for you to, just get a job at McDonald's. Just get a job at Rite Aid. A job, not an adventure. Not, nobody says go on an adventure. They say get a job. I had, what's his name? Abdul Mateen. Oh, get a job. I was just like, and I'm saying similar to what I'm saying right now. Don't say get a job. Say find an adventure. Find your adventure. That's what you should say to people that are, looking for that in the next place of employment. Because most of the people that are millionaires and billionaires started off with a quote unquote job. Started off at the low end. We're not on bad terms with Abdul Mateen. I'm just pointing out what he is. He can be on here and, he hasn't said a red dime either. But I respect him for coming into the room. But that's what I'm saying. It's the millionaires and billionaires that are in charge of, major multi-billion, maybe trillion-dollar corporations start off, somewhere in the low end. Even if they didn't, they start off with, $100,000. They're making $100 million a year, something like that now. They're making $1 billion a year. But they started off small, and it's not a bad thing. It's not like, oh, humble beginnings. It's just the facts. It's just you just start off where you are. I was just listening to the Breakfast Club. They were interviewing Drewski, the comedian. He was saying how he worked at Hardee's, McDonald's. He worked at a balloon making store, and he pretty much got fired from all of them because that wasn't his destiny. That's not his role in life. His role in life is to make people laugh. He's funny as hell to me. I like what he's doing. He has a good brand. He has a good way of conveying himself. I think it's healthy. So, when you consider the facts of reality, you have to say that, finding a job, finding employment, people on Plenty of Fish, they're finding employment. They're finding their adventure. Getting money from people, complete strangers like I do. Y'all are strangers to me. I never met you in real life. I never met you in IRL. I never met you IRL. I never met you, face to face, shook your hand or pounded you or dapped you up or whatever the case. Never did that to any of you I'm talking about. everybody that's contributed to me, everybody that's supported me. We've never met personally. We just know that there's business. I provide a service and you provide money. Or or I was just like saying, or you have a view. If you have a view for me, or if you have a like for me, I appreciate it. Malik Carter said, not me. Salute to Malik Carter. Malik Carter is another example of a broke bum nigga who can't get his life together so he can get his money and send it to me. See, there's a difference there. That's what I'm talking about. But there's people that will say, oh, get a job, get a job. No, find your adventure. Find whatever you like to do, for whatever it is. Because you only got one life. There's cemetery. The greatest quote, or one of the greatest quotes I ever heard in my life, was from Far Gray. He got it from somebody else. I can't remember who it was, but entrepreneur Far Gray. Look it up. Farrahgray. Far Gray. He said, do you know where the biggest treasures are stored? You know, the greatest wealth is maintained? Cemeteries. Cemeteries are full of multi-million-dollar and multi-billion-dollar dreams that were never realized. That is like, it just blew my mind. It's just like, I was like, that's the truth. That's facts. Millions, if not billions of people just live their lives, just regular, just try. And it's respect. I can respect it, but it's like, I don't really like it. I don't like the idea of somebody, only being a house cleaner. If you're a house cleaner, great, wonderful, do that. But there should be like a point where it's like, you know what, maybe I can do my own business as a house cleaner. Somebody I can run my own, company cleaning houses. So, it just is effective in that sensibility, in that sense, to have it. So you find your adventure. And you have to find whatever it is. Again, Far Gray. Those like, do what you think you can, how to do. And a guy asked one time, well, I want to be a singer. I said, all right, so can you sing? And he sang for me. He's like, maybe that's not your avenue. Maybe that's not your adventure. That's not your way of conveying to the world who you are. You got to find exactly what it is. I can't sing. I'm not going to be the next, even Drizzy, I guess. Drizzy can't really sing. He just sings, to a tune. He can't, he's not like a different octaves and different, notes and different stuff like that. He's not like most singers, he's not like Stevie Wonder or something like that, He's not going to be on his level. But he's a good singer for being a rapper. I give him that much credit. But I'm still hating on him this episode. Don't think I'm not hating on him. I'm really hating on him. The fact that he collectivized and used altruism for Tory Lanez. But anyway, we're talking about something different. That was the last segment. I think that, with the advent of the internet, if the internet can progress the way it has been progressing, I think that the levels of poverty all over the world will plummet. If people realize the full potential of the internet, and it gets to a point where more people get more money, that will be even better. That will be the beautiful side of what people think is nasty or ugly in the internet. They think it's disgusting. They think it's just trash. You can't find your search topics. You can't find this and that. It's a haven for pedophiles and stuff like that. Forget all that. It's about getting money. That's why I'm here. It's the only reason why I'm here. I'm about to get this pay. Baha Jackson just sent me in a little piece, $5. I ain't mad at him. Doc Focus says he can even see me on Friday. You want to see what it's like. I'm looking forward to it. If he doesn't, that's cool. He's already got a blue wrench. He's definitely a man of his word. He's definitely a man that can back up what he says. And I think all the broke bum niggas like Malik Carter and Rick James, you know, at least it's a piece, Rick James. You've given me 0 pieces. I'd rather take a 5 piece than a 0 piece. Let that be known. That's just a shame. That's really sad. That if you want to have something in your life that's not detrimental, if you want to have something that's in your life that's beneficial and helps out and is great, I think it is in your best interest to find your adventure. That's my whole topic. Find your adventure. Find what it is that makes you happy that you can convert into making money. If you can't, if you just live, if you just have a job, pay the bill. I gotta pay the bills. Gotta keep the lights on. Gotta keep the gas in the car. Gotta keep the youngest mouth fed. I gotta keep my own mouth fed. I gotta keep everybody else happy. I gotta send a tithe to my church. I gotta pay a tenth of my earnings. I don't think anybody really does that. I wonder if anybody really actually pays a tithe in church. Maybe they do because they got mega churches. So maybe somebody is out there paying a tithe to the church. I'm just thinking about, if billionaires, were paying a tithe to their church. I'm trying to think how much that is. Is that like 100 million? What is that? That's either 10 million or 100 million. If you had $1 billion as your net worth, or that was your income, your net worth is probably like 50 billion or 100 billion, but your yearly salary was like $1 billion. What is a tenth of a billion? I think it's 100,000, 100 million. I could be wrong. Maybe it's 10 million. I suck at math, so forgive me. I could look it up, I guess. Let me see. 100 million. So 10% of 100 is a billion is 100 million. I was right. I finally got math right. You should be applauding me. Everybody in the chat room applaud me right now. Applaud my greatness. That is the beauty of it. That is what's so amazing about what we have today. I mean, I'm just thinking about the many ways that we have. They did not exist. YouTube did not exist 20 years ago. That's a fact. 2004, it didn't exist. 2005, it existed. It was not owned by Google, which is owned by Alphabet. 20 years ago, there was no maybe there was Facebook. 30 years ago, there was no Facebook. 30 years ago, there was no YouTube. There was no Google. All these different platforms, ways in which you can make money, and we're quiet. That's the thing. We don't say we say nothing. We don't say anything to our friends or family. We don't say how you can get this money. You can say how you can get this. I've been knocking my stepmom over the head, telling her, and listen, you got to read my stories. You got to read my stories. You got to post. You got to share. You got to, I'm doing everything I can to read my stories. I get more money every time somebody reads my story. I get more money every time somebody views my YouTube clip. I get more money. That is the beauty of this whole thing. That's the point of the United States of America. Like the songs of America. God bless America. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean, white with foam. Like, what is this? God bless America. Why is it all geography? America beautiful, all beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain. Like, why? What? This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island. It's like that's that was really a allegedly a Marxist song, but it is just weird and goofy and strange to have American song, and then Star Spangled Banner. Star Spangled Banner is pretty close to American culture because it's about war. It's all about war. You know, the bombs bursting in air. We're talking about going to war with other countries. At this point, it was. I think this is the War of 1812. I think it was with the British again. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm not on point. Let me make sure. War of 1812. I was right. The words from a poem that was once written by Francis Scott Key in 1814. During the War of 1812, on September 13th, 1814, Key watched a nighttime battle between Great Britain and America that took place in Baltimore, Maryland at Fort McHenry. Little bit of trivia for you, just in case they ask you on that on Jeopardy. But yeah, so the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. That's pretty accurate. We average a war every 20 years. Every 20 years, about we've been engaged in some messing some people up. Getting messed up, messing people up. So hey. Well, yeah, America. It's not that America loves war. It's just America is good at it. We're good at it. It's what we do. We got Halliburton and Boeing and uh, Northrop Grumman and Raytheon, all kinds of different contracts and stuff like that. With these multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar companies. To kill people. That's basically it. I was a kill. I'm a killer, but I was a killer. I wasn't engaged in combat. Doesn't make you not a fighter. I fought for my country because I recorded the flight hours for the pilots. And guess what the pilots do? They shoot missiles and drop bombs. That's the thing. We kill a lot of mamas and papas and babies and little nieces and nephews. That's our role in life. That's the sad, serious, true aspect of what it means to be in the military in the United States of America. And I'm proud to be a killer. I'm proud to be one of the few, one of the proud, a Marine. And that was my job. Now, of course, I wasn't in the trenches. I wasn't in the Humvees. I didn't have my rifle on me. I wasn't aiming, having fire rounds down range. No, that wasn't me. I'll be honest. It wasn't me. I was never even deployed. I was never even in any other countries. I was just completely stateside. But I still get a check every month. I still get a deposit every month. Because I earned it. Because I didn't lie. Because I told the truth. Like I'm telling the truth right now. And I'm going to continue to tell the truth. So I'll open it up to the floor. We got about a minute left. If, I don't have a lot of questions, I'm about to check out. Anybody have any questions? I see 3 people in here. I need 2 more. Well, I got 5 people that liked and 3 people in here. So I can't. I think you guys are the ones that liked. Just in case, though, like. Yeah, Rick James says, I had to get rid of some Vietnamese kids. That's right. We lost the war, but they lost a lot of people. The Vietnamese people and the North Viet Cong, the North Vietnamese and the Viet Cong suffered more blows than we did. We only lost by death. I don't want to say only because their lives are valuable, but I'm just saying in comparison. We lost about, what was it? I think, oh god damn, I have to look at I think it's 80,000. I'm looking it up right now. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let me make sure. I overstepped it, I think. So there's 58,220 casualties in Vietnam. But there were millions of people that died in the Vietnam that were of Vietnamese background. BS says, I bet you enjoyed every bit of it, Rick James. Oh, okay. So anybody have any questions for me? God damn. If we don't have any questions, I'm getting out of here. I'm checking out. I got other things to do. But I want to make this money. Had to turn on, the flood. I had to open the floodgates for questions. I got my money from Baja Jackson. So I open up the floor. I open it up. It's past an hour. It's an hour and 1 minute now. We can go 2 hours if you have good questions. I'm willing to answer them. Whoever is out there, are you out there? Can anybody hear me? Anybody remember that movie? Remember that part? It's from Titanic. Is anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? No, I will not. Rick James is saying, would you agree to look into Jerk B's show? No, I already read the details. I didn't look like it'd be a complete waste of my time. I will never look in that. I have to ask you guys a question. Have you been accosted? Not, I'm just saying jokingly, but have you been, pushed up on by these cookie pushers? These little darlings with these cookies. They're hustling. Because people are fiending for them because that's a lot of money. Yeah, details. There's details showing what the show is about. The most insane 83 minutes ever put to film. This is the story of the worst rock band ever and their rise to fame. I don't want to. Why would I want to learn about the worst rock band? I don't care. I'm not into it. No, I looked up the right show. Yeah, Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, the Girl Scouts. That's not the show. Okay, you send in some money, and I'll give you the link. You send in $100, and I'll definitely give you a wrench so you can put in the link for whatever you're talking about. How about that? But yeah, the Girl Scouts are out. They're out in full force. My dad bought some Thin Mints and a new cookie with salted caramel and chocolate. They're real special now. They're real fancy. I remember tag-alongs and I think smiles or something like that, and dosey dos, and of course Thin Mints. Thin Mints are the best. I think Thin Mints are the greatest. Tin Mints? No, Thin Mints. That's what you meant to say. But yeah, that's another tool too because my sister was a Girl Scout. She still remembers the oath. Um, she sold cookies. That's what's weird about the Boy Scouts. There's no really is there I'm sure there is some kind of business aspect to it, but Girl Scouts are definitely thought about as, the business end of the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts because that's what everybody thinks about the Girl Scouts. Oh well, the Girl Scout cookies. What do Boy Scouts have besides sexual allegations against them? And I think they were disbanded. A few years ago. Like there was no Boy Scouts, or maybe they came back. I don't know what the deal is. All I know is that they got Girl Scout cookies circling right now, circulating through the hoods of America and the suburbs and the cities and the streets. I did look into Joy Junction. That also doesn't appeal to me. That looks like disgusting. The lighting and the everything, the puppets, they look weird. I don't like that. Not into that. I said, you're in some weird stuff, Rick J. You must be on some heavy dust. I don't know what it is. You must be on some serious dust. Oh, that was Unwind with the Sweeties. Okay, I look it up. Excuse me. Pardon me. I misspoke. This one is called what now? Joy Junction. Okay. I'll look it up. Joy Junction. No, that's right. That's the guy. That's what you're talking about. The creepy ventriloquist. You talking about the ventriloquist? Joy Junction. Yeah. That's weird. I don't want to see that. A creepy ventriloquist. That's all right. I pass. Respectfully. This is the last time I'm going to say this. There is no such thing as an objectivist show. The closest thing you can get to an objectivist show was various interviews of Ayn Rand by Mike Wallace, Tom Snyder, and Phil Donahue during the 60s and 70s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. And Johnny Carson, of course. Johnny Carson. Those are the closest things you can get to objective shows, but they really technically weren't because they weren't her show. She was the guest. But there's no objectivist shows ever, and there never will be because she was the only objectivist, the absolute objectivist to say that she has a show. And a fourth person just came in here. Hit that like button. Don't forget that like button. Hit that like button. Don't forget that like button. You need to hear what the ventriloquist is saying to understand. But it seems creepy to me. Like I just saw the caption, but I saw the video. I saw the photo shot, and it just looks weird to me. Just not to my benefit. I'm not going to benefit from that. Any other questions? What's weird about the photo shoot? The photo shoot looks grainy, and the guy looks like he's overweight and trying to have a boy on his knee, even though it's a doll. But it's kind of strange. That kind of stuff just creeps me out. That ventriloquist stuff kind of creeps me out. Jeff Dunham, all of them, I guess he's the most talented one. There's that young girl that won America's Got Talent not too many years ago. Yeah, no kidding. That man is in prison now. I'm not surprised. Probably for child molestation. Came out that he sent messages saying he wants to eat children. Yeah. I'm not surprised. What do you think why I'm not watching it? Why do you think you're just trying to troll? You're definitely a good troll, Rick James. I'll give you that much. You're a clever troll. Anybody else have any questions? It's Rick James' hour right now. You know what else is a good show? This is a good show. This is a great show, actually. My show is great. You just don't know it yet. A lot of people don't know about it yet, but they will. This show will have hundreds of millions of viewers, maybe billions of viewers. I'm gonna have people watching me all over this world. Maybe not the specific show, but I will have that. 4 people in the room, we shy or something. I see 3 people in the room. So I'm not denying that you see 4 people, but the El Capitano says 3 with 5 likes. How many likes do you see? I see 5 likes. How many likes do you see, Rick James? The Avalon lady? What is it? Do you mean the Avon lady? I see 6. Yeah, well, I don't see that. Are you saying the Avon lady or the Avalon lady? What are you saying? Because that's another hustle too. The Avon lady comes to your house, shows you all the wares, different products. Avion lady. Who is Avion lady? Do you want the I in there? Are you saying Avon? Avon is Avon. Are you familiar with the fine line? Yes. The beautiful, multi-talented. I'm trying to think. Oh, God damn it. Oh, what's her name now? I'm not finding her name anywhere. What the hell? Sally Field. I can't believe I forgot her name. Sally, not Shirley Temple, Sally Field. Sally Field. Yeah, not Fields. Sally Field. She's attractive woman, you know, but she's definitely my senior by about 40 or 50 years. No, I don't think she was Joni and Three's Company. Joni and Three's Company was. Was there a Joni and Three's Company? I'm seeing Joyce DeWitt playing Janet Wood. Oh, Joan. Hold on. Joan. Alba Francesca. That was Joan in Three's Company. She wasn't in Happy Days either. She was the mom in Forrest Gump. She was the unionizer in Norma Ray. She won for, I think, she won for Norma Ray Best Actress. She won 2. Now she's famous for saying, you like me, you really like me, but she didn't really say that. She said Places in the Heart. That's what she got. She said, I'm looking it up right now. She essentially said, you like me. But people misquote her all the time. She said, I can't deny the fact, quote, I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me. But it's been very misquoted over the past few years. Kate, great. Why are you saying there are so many issues? There's so many problems with your phrasing, Rick James. First of all, it's not Kate Great, it's Late Great. Second of all, he's not dead. So it's not Late Great. You can just put Great Steve Urkel. Third of all, his name is Jaleel White. So that's his character's name. And I think I'm going to end it on that. The character is dead. How did the character die? I have to linger on for a little while now. Please enlighten me. How did Steve Urkel die? Because any character lives on, even if they're dead. The character lives on from the beginning until they die in the story. That's why you use the present tense when referring to a work of literature. You didn't see the episode where he's in the army and there's a bomb. No, okay, you know what? That's enough. I think we've reached a point of wrapping things up. I'd like to thank Dot Focus. I'd like to thank Malik Carter, and of course the ever confounding Rick James, and of course Baja Jackson for dropping that 5-piece on me. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. So I will see you most likely tomorrow, and I appreciate you viewing. Take care. And oh yeah, hold on. Going back. Tell at least 3 people, but not 4 people around about me. If you can't give dollars, at least give me a supporter base. That's all I ask. Thank you.